so back to it. Alright, so yeah. It's some rolls while the camera was off.
A roll.
Yes. 2 rolls.
It's somebody failed it.
Nothing. It's fine. Anyway.
No, it was something anyways.
Yeah. You didn't do good enough though.
No.
So dead.
She's fucking gone again, isn't
What's
she?
Hitomi?
That's what I meant!
She's fine.
Hitomi's fine, I think.
She's fine.
Okay, I need specifics though.
She's fine. Her arm is just a little broken. just a little bit.
She might look a little different.
Alright, cool. So where are you going after this whole debacle?
Bed.
Are you gonna go talk to the governor again?
We can talk to her in the morning. Bed.
Now, hold on. Our deal with the governor was not to report until we have that
3 days.
proof.
We have 3 days.
We have 3 days. We
I'm
don't need to
assuming
go
that starts
report
in the
everything.
morning. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that starts in the morning because I imagine it's like nighttime.
Sure. Let's assume things.
Right, well,
Okay, that's just a day we don't have now.
so we have 2 days. Cool, neat.
I'm gonna keep investigating.
I just want my void points, man.
So do I.
You know what? You made your bed, you lying.
Well, before any of that happens,
Hitomi's dead.
no, something much worse.
Pertaining to Hitomi?
Your sword's gone.
What? You dumbass.
Pardon?
Your sword is gone. You didn't notice.
Cool, so we
The
lose Joel
rolls.
for this investigation.
Okay. Someone else make that roll. And do better.
What role?
What roll?
Deception and investigation.
Well, we wanna know
Okay,
something.
so... Is that it? It's just gone?
You just noticed that it's not on your belt anymore. So,
Can I try and look around to see if there was any, like, footprints or something? You know, somebody that was here besides us?
here's the thing. He doesn't notice the moment it's taken. He notices later in the day.
So we're not going to bed.
And is it really a bad thing?
Well,
It is
Depends on
because
what
we
it does
lost.
to his mental
Essentially,
state.
we're losing Joel
well,
right now.
let's put it this way. There's a giant demon owl stalking the city, and it's probably one of the only weapons that could kill it. And now
Yeah,
it's
that's no good.
Also, I have like a severe obsession with it.
he also has that,
He's gonna
yeah.
go lunatic. We're losing Joel. That's what I'm assuming. We don't have Joel for the next little while.
Alright, so, where do I begin to search for this?
Oh, I thought you were lost.
You're
Like,
probably going to retrace your steps.
Alright, so we are currently at the docks? Is that where we're at?
I would
No,
say
we'll
it's
see.
like you then like walk
Well,
to
that's
go
what I mean,
home, and then like you're like, oh, back home at the end of holy fucking god.
Alright, going to Little Gate. I don't care if anyone comes with me.
you really
going
need
with
to
it.
sleep.
I'm gonna rest as well.
Cool.
I've got all my void
Can
points.
I
I
don't-
race these now? Can I just assume I have a good night's rest?
So you recover 1 void point from a night of sleep,
That's all I need.
just in case there's another
Just need a safe
mishap.
Yeah. In case someone wants to start throwing
Yeah.
slaps.
Who would have a reason to get rid of your sword?
The demon. Have you told anybody about your sword? Have you,
No.
got
The
your
lion
sword?
chick.
Yeah, probably.
The lion chick would have a really good reason to
Absolutely,
do it.
yeah.
Really good reason, and she knows exactly what it is because she saw it firsthand.
Actually, she got hit with it.
She knows all about stuff like that.
Alright, I'll go visit the one that brought me back from the dead.
Oh dear.
That's a smart thing to do.
I'm going with you.
You are a normal boy. You need to go to bed.
Look, he needs to die, so let him
That's a
go.
good point.
And I need to keep wrath.
You can't come with me.
Who says?
Me.
You're not going to stop me.
You can't come with me. You can't.
I can't.
It's out of concern.
I
Yeah, you're
can't
not
if
gonna
you
look
don't
me.
want me to.
Yes.
Too bad.
That was
What do I do?
Whenever I'm at any issue, I'm just gonna ask the DM. So now what?
Because I mean, I don't think. Okay, here's the thing.
You want to
So
fight about
I wanna get the specifics here. She told me that I cannot put any like my orders from her, whatever, are not to lead the Armed Magistrates tour for something like just to not draw
Throw them off her trail.
not to draw attention.
Doesn't mean you couldn't go to her house.
Okay. So what I'm asking is like, is it a physical responsibility, or can I just be like, yeah, she's fucking demon and I'm dead, or I lack the physical capacity?
You know when you do it.
You'll know when you try, and I'll tell you what happens.
I don't want to risk the bad things that might occur from that. I'm gonna look into blood magic more. I'm gonna talk to. All right. I'm gonna go visit her.
Okay. She's
I
not
already-
at home.
Huh?
She's not at home.
Kick her
Well,
door
that
in.
was a lead. I guess I'm gonna go back to the.
Kick her door in.
For fuck's sake. Okay.
Nick's just like, no,
Why
shut
are you
your
in such
door.
a
We'll
hurry
find
to
it, buddy.
She's not home.
What's you're way too fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, she's not home. That's totally reasonable.
I was gonna come out with something smart, but then it just kind of.
No, that's the way it usually
Jump.
goes. But anyway. So okay.
Break in.
So she's not home.
Keep the door open. You've done it before. You know how to kick this one in.
No, I want to. It's paper.
Yeah, you've done it before.
I want to keep going with this, but I genuinely want to find my sword, and I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of her.
Who else would take it?
Any of you, specifically Seb.
Why?
Why? Because you're a sneaky fuck. I don't know.
Has my character been sneaky fuck?
Look, to be fair, he just lost the sword.
Your
He
original
wanted everyone
plan was to
around
sneak
him
up behind him and grab him.
Was to grab him.
and take a sword. I'm just saying, if I lost my sword, I'd be like blaming everyone. Like, you fucking take it. You.
Yeah, the first people you did
We
not
were
check
all
with.
around you, and you're like,
The first people you
I
did
didn't
not
do
check with were the 3 people that wanted to take it from you the most.
I don't want to take it. I just want to.
But I mean, I feel like if any of you guys would have taken it, it would have been like.
Okay, but you're going insane right now.
No,
You're not level-headed right now. You're worth my fucking sword.
maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm alright. Maybe I'm fine.
You're already marching around the city, like looking for
In the middle of
random
the night.
lion samurai to ask if they've seen a sword.
She's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
You met her once and broke her door.
Sorry, what happened last time you saw her?
I broke her door and we had a good laugh and we bonded over
Oh,
it.
right.
People bond through tragedy. Broken doors is one of those things.
It's not even broken. You like cut through it and just ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's broken.
All right. So what do you
Now we're
next?
going to do.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to the little gate. See if I can find anything there.
Right, I'm gonna now as we're walking, I'm gonna confront you because I notice how distressed you are over this. Why are you so obsessed with that blade?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It compels me. That's the same reason why I attacked him. Attacked whatever her name is. I just wanted to punch her, and this sword just has that kind of control.
Maybe it's best that you don't look for it.
No, you don't understand. It's not a thing I can control. This is like I
would be like
need to
eating-
find the
Have you
sword.
tried?
Food, you need to.
Yeah, when we were at that confrontation back at the dojo, I couldn't drop the sword.
He's got to do an honor roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Whenever I drop the sword.
Well,
Oh, I have to do it right now?
No, no.
Oh.
Well,
try and
whenever
start
you
using
try to
sword.
go against the compulsion, which you haven't been doing.
No.
But here's the thing: you're not likely to pass that honor
No.
check.
2 on it, baby. So yeah, I'm going back to the little gate. Yeah, that's like you're a Shugenja. You know magic stuff. I have a magic sword.
I don't
You know
have, I
magic,
don't have
right?
anything that I can roll for
Well,
that. I think.
And
Does
I
that mean
Do you have any helpful spells?
Vanton's touch. No.
What water spells do you know?
water? I have Path of Inner Peace and Reflective Pool.
I need to find the sword.
What would happen if I shot you with J Strike right now too?
It would hurt. It would hurt really bad. I am not
if
only
you
am I
shot anyone with
tainted,
Jade
I'm
Strike, it would
super
hurt,
tainted.
Period.
You know that
I've
he
been-
has taint because of his deal with the.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know that. You know I'm tainted.
All right. So you have.
Just doing it for
Sorry.
shits and giggles now.
You have what was it called? The reflective pool.
Yeah.
It's to observe a location that you are familiar with, so no, that won't help.
I think Keegan's the one who has a spell that can track items.
Yeah,
Yep.
he has the ties that bind.
I'm sleeping right now.
You gotta wake the fuck up.
Wait,
Don't come in and sleep.
Otaku no, not Ichi. The lying bitch has a spell. We can go and ask
Not
her.
if you call me the lion bitch.
Lion bitch, the one that we
Lying.
Lying.
went to?
Lying.
No, lying.
Oh,
Oh,
stop that.
Why is there an alarm on a fridge?
food emergencies. Anyway.
No, the answer.
So okay, well we're at the. I will say I wanted to go to the little gate, so I'm there. Do I roll to see if I can see anything?
Well, it's nighttime now, so there's people like making the crossing to the Tear-Up Island.
Okay.
Everything seems normal. There's no sword vendors seeing like, got this fancy magic show on.
That'd be great. I don't
All right,
want
I'm just
some old-
okay. You're getting waken up. You're getting waken up.
Call tech support.
Huh?
It's call tech support.
No, really. Like, go to Best Buy's website, ask them for a sword, see what happens.
Okay, I'm coming to you.
The
wake
door's
you.
closed.
I open it.
Made of paper.
Don't come out sleeping.
You're not. You're awake. You just said words to me.
Oh, good point.
I need you to use a spell to track that sword. My sword's gone. Don't do it.
The sword you hit him with, or hit her
I
with
mean, the sword that
earlier today.
just brought you like ill will for the last week and a half.
It's not
Do you
something I
want
can.
him to
It's
continue
literally
being
not something I
useful?
control. Like this is a. I'm not gonna be able. I'm useless without it. I'm not gonna be able to focus on anything else until I have it back.
Better
Once
use
we
this-
get it back, we can deal with a
But-
way to. We can deal with a way to like get rid of whatever kind of curse it has over me. Fine, but I need it to be able to do anything. Without it, I can't focus. Said if you want afterwards, I would love to dedicate the time to figure out what's up with it,
Look,
but I.
alright. Going to help you because I'm trying to fix this feud between us. And if that's what earns your trust back, I'll do it.
It's very much.
$10 says Skibu has the fucking sword.
But that'd be so funny.
You're not gonna find it on me.
You just wake up to it.
That was not a very reassuring answer.
All right.
Alright. Give me your sheath. Do you not have a sheath or do?
Is the sword gone, or is like the sheath like the whole
The
deal?
sheath is gone too.
Oh,
That's what I
okay,
figured.
well, we're in big doo doo then. 'Cause I believe I need something to.
The peace bond fell off of it. And it was like attached to my pants somehow.
I think you'd be all right because I think you would only use something like that if you were not already familiar with it.
Okay,
You are
so
very
I
familiar.
could
With
just-
it. You've been intimate with the
I'll just
sword.
like touch my eye, like ow. Alright, cool.
Wow.
Alright. How's it bind base 10?
Can you do any spells to make his thing better?
I have the fire from within, but I don't think that's like a magical buff.
Don't. This is a water spell, which is Keegan's
I get a
wheelhouse.
free raise on it.
Okay. No.
So.
It's just this matters a lot.
But there's a lot of things I can go with, like location, accuracy, or range. I think
Yeah,
both
so
of
the
those are good.
range by default is 1 mile.
Yeah. So I have one free raise.
And it's space 10 to cast.
I think I'll do my free raise for location accuracy, and then I'll raise it once for range, so I get 15.
So, sorry, range and accuracy. So we
And I roll 5, keep 3, and I need 15, so. See what happens.
also, erase that void point off your sheet. So you get woken up.
I hate you. I hate you. I'm pretty sure I got it, so yeah, I did.
Cool.
Sick.
All
Where the
right,
fuck's
what
my
other
sword?
things? I like that you are just as concerned as your character.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even have wood point.
All right, so it gives you vision of its whereabouts. It is lying in the bottom of the riverbed
Going.
by the little gate. And you have, because it is sufficiently within range, you have a feeling for the next little while of where it is.
Where it
You
is
could,
specifically?
yeah. So you could go and be like, yeah, it's right down there.
So, do you think she took it on the boat?
He
Guess.
took it and threw it in the river.
Why are we blaming Seth right now?
I'm the only one that's been honest this whole thing.
Which is why you're guilty.
Just like, well, good night, guys. I'm going to bed. Like, that fuck, he did it. Like,
All right, so I didn't want you to come with me, but it sounds like you kind of need to come with me.
well, I'm up anyways.
Takes a swig of alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm still sleeping.
I mean, your character's really upset that they've lost his sword. I mean, he totally forgot and just left Hitomi at sword practice.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what about your kids?
Daughter.
Sword or daughter?
I'll go get
It's gonna
Hitomi. You two go get the sword. I'll go get Hitomi. Come on, it's the first time that my character will be left alone with this little girl.
I left her alone with like that sociopath. I'm sure you can't do more damage
Seriously,
to her.
like, if you can let her alone with him.
You
Next
underestimated me.
No, all I'm worried about is that it's the moment I leave her alone with you, Doug's be like, demon attacks.
What she would totally do.
Bring it on.
Anyway.
And 3 void points.
That's what's going on. He's gonna go get Hitomi, or go check on her at least. If
Yeah.
she's like sleeping there, don't bother her. But I mean, assuming she is, but just go check on her, make sure she's okay.
Yes.
We're going to get my sword.
Okay. So, gets you back in a second. So, Nick,
Hitomi's dead.
on your way, you're like walking to the dojo. There's a gentleman who, so he greets you and he says, Magistrate Sama, it's the man I was looking for. I have a supply of certain things a man of your taste might be interested in that I'm looking to unload.
Oh my god, I wish we could have that look on video.
Ugh. The kid's been there all day. She can wait a little longer.
Hitomi's gonna die.
Alright, so
Wait. What's in it for me if I help you unload this?
Drugs.
he believes that you will enjoy the
The treat.
the product that he is offering.
Alright.
In your position, I wouldn't do it any differently, but it doesn't mean I'd like you.
Wait,
That's-
do you have money right now?
No, that's kind of the issue. He is like not enough to buy.
I have 2
So-
Koku, 1 Liquid Void, and if I'm getting this shit for free, then
What, is it for free?
It's not for free, but he'll bring you into like a little room off an alley and open up a little case of like 5 vials of liquid void and say that for a magistrate, a single koku, which right now the opium prices are like through the roof.
Yeah,
So this is like
that's a good steal.
a really good deal.
so first I want to ask him why are you giving me this?
You're a magistrate. Just give him
No.
Koku. Go
No.
get my daughter.
No, I'm not trusting this guy. He's just like, hey, a magistrate, just who I was looking for. Let me sell you my
that means
drugs.
people know
Well,
that
just
you're
don't
drug
drink it
addict.
right
At
away.
the same
Look at it
time,
after.
Yeah.
At the same time, you're a drug addict looking for his next fix.
I have my next fix on me though.
Yeah, but it's your last
One
fix.
last
This
fix.
is also one.
Addicts
Koku.
are always thinking about the next.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a
I'll
reality.
take
How
it.
much would 1 liquid void cost right now for the current opium prices?
Probably looking at like 5 koku for
There you
one,
go.
which is
All
like
right.
enormously inflated.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
I'll
this-
buy it, but I'm not
Not
taking
happy.
any right now.
But this means that people know that you're a drug addict.
No,
too.
they don't.
How would you know?
He's
So you're just an idiot, is all I'm gathered of this. Because you don't know that he's a drug
Yeah.
addict.
Pretty much.
He will sort of wring his hands. He says, "But sir, it is not often you are not accompanied by your compatriots, and this is a personal matter."
It's often enough. I'm not taking any right now. That's I'm absolutely supposed. He just force feeds me.
All right, so you
I'm on my way to pick up my compatriot's daughter. I can't show up high.
don't need to. You don't need.
Yeah.
What?
Do you have Down syndrome?
Okay, explain. I genuinely don't know what I did wrong.
He is totally going to pick up his daughter, and these people clearly have some other kind of agenda here. And you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to pick up his daughter.
By the way, did you know Irina Baronado is the one that set up like this big conspiracy to set the scorpions against each other?
So he will say, eventually, you don't need to consume it here.
I thought that's what he was getting at.
Says, I don't care where you consume it. Just I don't want to have to try to find another opportunity.
Just take it and go.
In other
Oh,
words,
sure, yeah, I'll buy it.
I'm so suspicious.
No way. It's like, come on. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
You
he
talked me into it.
packs it up, like
Who's mine?
hands it to you, and like holds out his hand for the koku.
Give it to him.
All right. So some of the other panels in the room slide open, and a bunch of men with weapons are standing behind them, and and so is Eyebrows.
Called it!
I feel like this is more of a sting operation than it was anything else.
And he
Ninjas.
says,
Kill the match.
he says, Magistrate, I am very disappointed to see this. And you are grabbed by men. And you find yourself pierced by spears and blades. And Asaku Kaku never makes it to pick up Hitomi.
Shit. I didn't even get my last fix. Bro, your daughter's still at dojo.
Eyebrows killed the magistrate.
That's my point. It's like, I, again, called it that I don't trust eyebrows. But I did not expect that.
Remind me who Eyebrows is?
He was his
the-
leather worker who used to go look at the body.
Corpse searcher
We
guy.
asked him for help, but he was close to the magistrate enough to get in and kill him. But who the fuck looks at leather workers?
Yeah. Okay, cool. All
But
right.
it's ninjas.
Well, he
Ninjas killed
killed
him.
this one at least.
Yeah.
Ninjas killed the magistrate. But it's eyebrows. Anyway. Well, that made like very little sense. But anyway. So had he not taken that, they just.
We don't know.
have killed-
We don't know.
It's a whole different universe that we'll never see.
I guess.
But this was Nick's last session, and this is a way to write him out. So sorry, it's not like right at the end, but
That's fine.
it was an opportunity because you separated yourself from them.
So much for going out heroic. Literally
you-
dying
you-
looking for my
you-
next
you-
fix.
You went out like your characters should go out. Trying to get us in.
To be fair, I really wasn't punishing you for having that advantage until now. All right, so yeah, all right, so you're able to find the sword without much issue.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta swim for it, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't really have to hold my breath underwater.
That's also true.
He just sinks.
But I mean, if you like appear to not need to breathe, it's going to raise questions.
Well, I mean, there'd be no bubbles coming up from where I went, I guess. Well, how deep is it? Like, how deep is the river?
Pretty deep.
We're gonna overthink this.
Okay, well, no, I just don't pay attention to me.
I had my ring of water
Why
walking
wouldn't I pay
too.
attention?
I'm giving that to you guys.
Yeah, we're probably not even gonna find his body. We have no idea where he was. He just basically just disappeared for as far as.
Well, that sounds true. You might still find his body. They might dump it in the center and be like, magistrates are still fucking idiots.
Could you imagine? You're
So-
swimming, looking for your sword, and my body just floats by.
All right,
That would
so
be hilarious.
characters don't know this obviously, but you as players know that like he was murdered by leather workers, the people who deal with dead bodies. You're never gonna get any news. He was found anywhere. They don't need to dump bodies.
Yeah.
They're the ones who deal with bodies that get dumped.
True. So yeah, if they don't want us to find you, you won't get found.
So I will let you know about a little side plot that never came up because you never even used it. But you took a sword from Kaioshinya's place, which was made for the Phoenix guy who started all the problems from the End of a Thousand Screams. Anyway, so that was made by a spider demon. And so it's a tainted weapon, as are many weapons in the city that are currently spreading taint around. That,
Wait, so you had the taint the whole time?
no, because he never used the blade.
Oh, okay.
Would I have gotten the taint if I used the blade?
So you just there's no like warning. It's just like you slash like I don't feel great. Wow, what a shit thing.
He just said there's numerous ones around the city too.
Yeah,
So
but
the
your
taint-
characters
taint's-
don't know that.
Yeah, the taint's spreading.
Okay.
Fuck the city. I'm leaving.
Woo! Good. Great.
That shit city.
All right. So yeah, so
I don't
you
have to leave.
whatever. You get the sword.
I don't like that nothing happened for this. I mean
Nothing happened. He died.
No, I mean no, not that. I mean I don't like that nothing's kind of like yeah, you just get it. You just lost and now you got it.
Yeah.
Feel like it. All right, whatever. I have the sword. I'm happy.
I was just about getting you in the right place at the right time. It's fine. Or not being in the right place at the right time.
Can we go home and go to bed now? Because I'm fucking tired.
I'm gonna let you go home. I'm gonna go to the dojo and go see if you
You know
Reason
what
to
the
do
worst
that.
part is too?
Why would
When
you-
you find out that Asaku Kaku never showed up, your first instinct is like, fucker went and got high when he was on his way to get my daughter. I'm gonna die a complete shithead.
Why is there a reason to go see
It's
her?
accurate though.
We're going to the dojo because the Saku Kaku is bringing.
Saku Kako is one of the only people we can trust in the city. Why wouldn't you trust him with your daughter?
because I
He's
know he's a
flawless-
drug addict
he's
and I know it's
flawlessly
nighttime.
confident.
Because I know he's a drug addict and I know it's nighttime and I know he doesn't give a
Drug
shit about my. You as a character are asking me this.
Might as well admit it now.
Well, he doesn't know that you're dead.
He doesn't exactly, but still,
So why would he let it out right now?
because he doesn't.
Because
give a
you
shit.
have no right to judge him.
and he doesn't give a shit about
You've
me.
lost your right to judge him.
Yeah, who are you gonna tell?
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
I'm just saying, what motivation does your character have to go find Hitomi right now? I feel like there's no motivation.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll
she's
go back.
likely just at home waiting for you.
I'll
Yeah.
go back home with you.
Yeah,
I was just gonna save myself a trip, but I guess we'll do it this way.
so you have to play by the book.
I hate role playing. Why can't I just kill the guys? All right, we go home.
Side note, you say that just made me think like, is there potential for this entire campaign where you can just get like 4 guys with a kill, just kill everyone? They just kill every key player?
Well, the thing is, there's people that are like have much more martial prowess than you in the city. So if you
Yeah,
just
it's like near
decide to go on a
impossible.
murder spree, then you're likely to
You'll
get
know.
put down pretty quick.
Yeah, but unrealistically it could happen.
Sure. Well, like I mean, it's a problem in every RPG is you can always have players that just decide to just
Kill
murder
them.
hobo their way through the game.
Yeah.
This game's a lot more punishing
Yeah.
than others because of
Especially with the katana rule we have.
It's true, but even without that, like you like Jotamon or whatever, she can murder an entire party on her own without breaking a sweat.
That's personal.
I mean, we all assume, but it's good for confirmation. Okay, so we go home. She's not there. And we're
Wait
gonna end-
some amount of time.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah, just wait a little bit. Like, I mean, like you go to bed.
No, I'd just stay up.
You're gonna be useless tomorrow. Go to bed.
You won't be useless?
No.
Well, he's the only one who got some sleep. Or she. At least you get your sword back.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's a plus.
Look, we can stay up and wait for them. I'm sure they'll turn up. It's just, I don't see any point in me going to bed
Alright.
right now. I might as well be here to keep you company.
Good
I'm already
point.
awake.
Good point. Good point.
Alright, what's Steve doing on all this?
Snoozing.
I was sleeping.
Okay, fair enough.
Sleep.
So we're gonna wake up and see.
I,
Alright.
I say at that point I'm gonna wake up, and I'm gonna go join and join everybody and say, hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi.
Waiting for Saku and Hitomi.
Found my sword.
Was I awake when you find out that was I around?
Yeah, when my
Yeah, I
sword
was-
was inside. You guys just like fuck. I'm going to fuck bed.
Gotcha.
Okay, she doesn't show up. I'm gonna go to the dojo because
We're all coming.
I figure I know what's happened, which
Yeah.
it sort of did, but
Hey, I didn't want to buy it. And you're like, come on, that's what you would do. And then I bought it.
no, I did. I said, in your position,
Not
I
you.
wouldn't do it any differently.
You totally played your character there. Your character would be like, "No, no drugs."
Plus,
today,
you would have had to
thanks."
roll to be like, no drugs today. I have to go do this favor for someone. You would have had to spend a void point. I don't even know if you had any more.
I have all three.
Oh well,
Wait, you had blackmail on someone,
No
right?
more.
Gate.
It was gay. Okay.
I have the blackmail.
What?
I have the
Well,
blackmail.
you're a player. As a player, you do.
Huh?
His character didn't tell your character, did they?
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys.
No, I know. I just
Also-
I just have it just for the sake of knowing.
Afterwards, I want to know.
One
if
person
you're-
that had even a hint of what was wrong with you, and it's just.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
what I
about
mean.
that, yeah.
That's what I said at the beginning. It's like you're gonna be gone.
It's a little convenient.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shut up.
It was Steve, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's Steve. so.
All right, so yeah, I figure I know what's happened. I'm gonna go to the dojo.
Yeah, we're all going because what's going on with Sakukaku? Why didn't he show up? Pretty much.
So you make it to the dojo.
Wow.
Hitomi is there with Jotamon, not kidnapped by anything.
And Jordan
Wow.
says like prepare to die
Yeah.
because I'm a demon.
No, but much more frightening. She gives you a lecture on like forgetting your daughter and like after all she's been through, how dare you like do this to her? Like she's already has abandonment issues. Like
Well, explain the scenario.
she will tell you that like Hitomi is staying under my roof for the next little while so that I can watch her, and so are you.
What?
I love this character.
So it's
She's
you and
like,
me.
she's like, Hitomi needs taken care of, and so do you.
Damn.
She's momming on you. Get
Maternal
mom. Get
figure
mom.
to the max.
Yeah.
Get mom.
She's like, you're clearly
Not in a good
way
state.
out of line.
Yeah, I don't think
Get
I
mom,
chose
dude. Mom somewhere.
I have no retort, so I guess that's it.
She tells you like your room is in the back.
I don't want it.
No, I first attacks after she's like, all right, I guess.
This is the best character. You just got mom so hard, dude.
I don't trust this one either now. She's ulterior motives.
She's
Taking
trying
care
to
of
steal
your
Hitomi.
daughter.
She wants daughter.
She's a blood magic too.
She's a blood magic.
All right, so is that it? Am I
Okay,
just
so
well, I mean,
I don't like the idea of us getting split up any more than. Wait a second. Where's
We-
Sakukaku? He was supposed to pick up Hitomi.
She didn't see him.
didn't show up, so we could report him missing,
Pretty much. Yeah.
and I think we should do that. But
I
we
feel like
need to
we can.
move because we still have 2.5 days now.
Yeah, so is he allowed to leave the premises? Like,
Yeah.
can he go out? Is he grounded?
She's just gonna like lecture him on what how he should live his life,
Yeah,
and control what he eats and when he sleeps.
he's grounded.
So ask mommy what time you should be back.
Don't worry, we'll have him back by 10, Mr. Holmes. Don't worry.
Joel's just lost.
this is not how I thought this was gonna go. All right.
I just love her like, Toby, stay here, and so are you. Get in the back. I'm done. That was like the I'll turn this car around move right there.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So, can I go look for him? Like,
Yes.
because like,
fuck.
But come back here when you're
Well,
done.
okay. So we
So
don't
we
have
have
time
to
to
go-
go. We don't have time to go look for him. We're going to report him missing, and we have to continue with our mission.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
you
what
guys
I'm
need
doing.
to go to sleep.
All right, each of you turn to the closest
I got
magistrate and
sleep.
tell them who's missing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Report him missing to who?
Oh, Governor.
You are the guys.
We're not
Right.
the only law in the city.
No, but like, you're the Emerald Magistrates, and if you
Yeah.
report like, yeah, the Emerald Magistrates must be like,
But
okay,
we have a
good luck
higher
with that.
priority. We have a timed priority that we need to take care of. Osaki Kaku can take care of himself.
He's a magistrate. He's capable.
Evidently not, but that's what my
He's
character says.
capable.
No, I don't know what he did to make you think that, but all right.
He is an emerald magistrate.
Damn.
Seb, you
I'm still gonna go look for you.
Now
I
the
don't
real
think so.
opinions are coming out.
I don't think I
I
would
gotta
know
say,
for
I
a
lived a
fact.
drug fiend and
But I
died
think
a
I would
drug
have had
fiend and it
suspicions.
still hurts.
Yeah.
My
Because I
character
would've seen
liked
it
you. He
before.
just had no I had no. I did not have a high opinion. of you.
Theoretically.
I liked you.
Fair point. Fair
Single
point.
fun.
So-
So you guys are going to bed. You're going home.
No, we already had
It's
some
like
sleep.
morning now. It's over.
We're
We
moving
didn't
on.
sleep
I
last
like
night.
I like what you said earlier. I like that we just assume things.
I had a
It's
good
probably
sleep.
morning.
It's morning. I had a good sleep. I woke up and joined you guys.
Is it assumed that it's morning?
It's like really early morning,
Yeah.
but yeah.
There's no sense of going to bed.
He had a nap.
It's
He had
still
a
dark
power
out.
nap.
We don't have time to go to bed anyways.
So, we do we want to go for Asamitsu,
Which one's that one? The
the fiance, Kimi's fiance?
Yeah, sure.
Are you looking for me?
Nope.
Are you going to join us or?
Am
go
I just getting mommed by everyone now? Is
Yes.
that what this is?
You can go.
You've been
look
acting
for-
very immaturely
But
lately.
listen, I'm sure you would assume that he just drugged out and he's fucking sitting in some shitty alleyway.
As you say that, the image that immediately popped out was like the sword coming up behind him, like murder time.
I think your character just assumed that he's just like almost OG
Yeah,
like in,
I-
in an alleyway.
It's
I
more
feel
so
like-
because I want to hurt you, but whatever.
Like when are you guys gonna like get to the point where it's like he's been
By
gone
the end of
for
the day,
a
but if you're
long
not
fucking
back,
time.
if you're not back by like the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, there's something happened to him.
Or even better, we just forget about him.
Like we do every other
Yeah.
issue that happens.
Yep. We just
All
move
right,
on.
we need to go fucking.
Remember
Get
when
fair
Magda was
on-
killed?
Asamitsu.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that every time.
Wait, who?
Magda.
Nick,
shit,
since
shit
you're-
gets her organs
since
removed.
you're
We're like,
sitting
all
out right
just
now,
put that on the back
Can
burner.
you, all the things that have happened, can you just write down all the things that you think we currently need to address? on
Everything
that-
important?
everything that you think that needs to be addressed, just while you're sitting out.
Okay, well, the Emerald Magistrate was murdered.
Okay, wait, just, no,
So-
just, no, silent.
Asamitsu.
Just put times
You're out of
two.
the game, silent. Just
Yeah, times two.
So do we know where Asamitsu is?
He's in the unicorn compound.
Yeah, I don't
So
think we
in
can
the
get in the
compound.
unicorn compound. I don't think that's. Gonna
all the
happen.
unicorns are probably in the unicorn compound,
Yeah.
are they not?
That's why it's called.
No, I mean,
Are
like, are
they-
they all locked in there because it's on lockdown? That's what I mean.
I mean, not every unicorn in the city's in there, but the
important
important
ones.
ones.
All the ones that we need to talk
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Fuck it. Perfect.
Well, let's try to go see if we can request to talk to Asamitsu. Otherwise, but Genshi's also a unicorn, probably in the unicorn compound.
Genshi was Naishi's sister.
Here's what I'm worried about. We'll go. Hey, you fuck everything over. He's like, yeah, I did. Guess what? You're in the unicorn compound. You're dead. Everyone surrounds you.
I know.
That's what's gonna happen.
Can we do an order to appear
Did we not cancel that?
But the problem
for
is,
Asakutsu?
here's the problem.
Asamitsu.
that would then Bernard would get word of it, and then I'd just be outed, and I'd be fucked.
Why?
Why would I be fucked? Because I'd probably commit seppuku.
Yeah, if his blackmail is revealed, he would be forced to commit seppuku or go running.
And then you're just like, that's not that bad.
Going Ronan's not an option in my family. Just saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely considered the
killing
worst of
killing your
those two
sister,
options.
your sibling.
Okay, I know what happened. What we do? We send a letter. We send a message to Asamitsu, pretending to be Kimi.
So what you're saying is we need some calligraphy skill.
Which I had.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, the unfortunate part is that there is another skill in this game called forgery.
You know, I don't have the one, so whatever. We're using this one.
So we ask him to meet us somewhere, somewhere secluded.
We still have that letter that she sent us from before when she's like, yeah, I'm leaving by.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could.
we should,
Ooh.
yeah.
So you could just like you could
Yeah,
you
but
could
here's the
look at that.
thing.
I'll look
We're
off
gonna
of
try
that.
and do it, and then Duck's gonna be like, cool, roll forgery. And we're like, fuck!
Correct. You can roll for forgery unskilled. You
Yeah,
just
but why is calligraphy?
calligraphy will make it look nice.
Yeah. We can't even take forgery if we wanted to, because that's like a shitty low class skill.
It is.
I could have taken it.
Yeah, you could.
I don't have it, right?
Oh.
Okay, so
We can try to just do forgery. No.
Right, we have to try something, right?
What would it be? Forgery?
how about we all give it a shot?
We all write a letter.
That's all good. Yeah, let's all give it a try.
Well,
Whoever's looks the best, like I guess. What do you need? What do you need?
Maybe
Okay.
no forgery. Let's try it.
What is the skill you roll with forgery?
Check look at that. It's probably
Intelligence.
awareness. Maybe
Awareness.
intelligence, yeah.
I have 3 in either.
Yeah, it's just you.
So 3 keep 3?
Forgery, actually agility.
Oh, okay.
Agility plus 4.
3.
Yeah, three.
Still
Three.
garbage at that.
So you will not be able to know, you won't be able, your characters can't evaluate who did the best job on a forgery check. So you'll have to choose somebody to just roll for it.
Okay, what do you guys have
I don't.
I have none in forgery, but I have a 3 in.
in agility?
Yeah. Or wait, yeah, I do.
So it's me or you, I guess. Go for it.
If you roll bad, oh my god.
Yeah, whatever. Ooh. Okay, so we got 20, 29.
Yeah,
3 die, that's pretty good.
it's pretty good. Okay, what does it say?
My love.
My dearest love is I the one you most desire, Kimmy. I'm back. What's up?
Well, I've had to return to town. I need to speak to
Yeah, I
you
mean, it's urgent.
urgently.
desire.
Please meet me and
We need a location here.
yeah, we need a location somewhere secluded. That
This
maybe
is
on
like
the edge of town.
super shitty. Like this is super dishonorable what we're doing right now, right?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm kind of back into a corner
Meet
here.
me
He's a
where no one
rodent,
can hear you scream.
and you're dead. So I think honor's out the fucking window here, buddy.
I'm just honorable. My sword's the only thing that's maybe dishonorable.
This is definitely the group I've run through this where it's gone like this for the south.
Just killing children is all I mean.
This
So
has been
is
the
there
worst
something-
it's been.
Is there something on the edge of town that
I
could
feel
be
like it's just
plausible?
been the way it's gone with most of our campaigns so
Yeah,
far.
we're bad people, pretty much. All right, we need a location.
Is there a location on the edge of town that could be plausible where
I will have no
Should
part
I
in
snuck
this. I won't have any part in this. This is not right. This is not cool.
because it's walled?
I will help
It
you.
is walled.
If you'll see me, I'm not going through with this.
He would have a hard time getting out of the city.
No, it had to be always in the city, just somewhere shitty.
Your best bet would probably be
Governor's Palace.
no, this area over here. It's the like
Fisherman
low income
quarter?
district.
All right, so we'll mention a location there that's like in the back alley or something.
Wait a second. Why would Kimmy be like, meet me in this shit stain
Yeah.
in town? We need somewhere kind of in the middle, I think.
But
If only you had bothered to ask about her relationship, maybe you would have some details about like, oh, we first walked together.
I didn't know Kimmy very well.
Can I ask Hitomi if Kimmy's talked to her at all about us?
Oh, yes!
Yes, you could.
Do it!
Okay, I'm gonna ask her. I don't feel like I'm gonna get anything out of it.
Well, give me an investigation awareness, because
Yes!
Use a void point.
she's a child, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
Why don't you use a void point?
I'll hit you with that.
I think I'll be
buff
alright.
spell.
I think I'll be
We're
alright.
looking,
Oh,
we're
wait.
looking for 25.
it'd be really great if Nick's character showed up like, yeah, I'm back, I didn't die. Just like Joel.
Got it.
Just like he did.
Yeah.
I don't even need to see it. I got it. I got 2 zeros and an 8.
Hitomi will tell you about. Actually, she will give you some interesting gossip.
Ooh. She's like, girl, you want to hear this?
So, as far as you are aware, the arrangement between Kimi and Esamitsu is a political one. It was to find the two families. But Hitomi tells you, and you rolled well enough that you get that she is being accurate in this. That they are actually enough.
Yeah.
Which is not
Common.
common.
Just from like reading in the dossier, it sounded like it
They're
But
spending
I mean,
time
not that I
together
believe
and
anything
everything.
that's in here anymore. But
So is that all of the gossip?
Well, you will get that there is a garden in the Noble District that they, would walk in together. So that could be used as a point of reference that, like, would make it seem more accurate. And it would be someplace that there's not
We
going to be a lot
don't
of
know
people
where
at
the
night.
garden is, do we?
It's
Or will we
it's
be
a
able to
public
figure it
garden.
out?
You know it's
Okay, yeah, all right, we're using that.
Public Garden is noble.
So not the actual garden because that's a very public area, but use it as
Well,
a reference near the
if-
garden.
well. If you go there at night, most people don't admire the flowers in the dark. So
I do all the time.
fair enough.
That sounds like it's really ineffective.
That and
They don't have like street lights, right?
Okay, so maybe
Meet me at the highest point of the moon tomorrow evening at the Garden of the Nobles.
Very cloudy night. He gets lost.
or at our garden.
Is that all? Is that all the gossip that my little Hitomi gave us?
So
Is there something
write the
else
letter.
you're hoping
Send
to
it.
find?
So,
That's what you get then.
Okay. Oh, so if I would have hoped for something else, she might be like,
Well, maybe. Yeah, there might be something I'm forgetting to add in. So
where'd they first frick?
they have not.
You watch your mouth.
yeah, I told you, like, watch your mouth.
she does not know what you're talking about because she's 4, Joel.
Actually, she's 5. Okay, she's already grown up.
4.5, okay. All right,
So we good. We send a
yeah,
letter.
but, I guess we want to go there or just send a leather worker? Let's just send a leather
Yeah.
worker.
Oh, you get peasants to deliver letters. You don't want
That's
a
what I
leather
mean,
worker
sorry.
to touch your letter.
Or, yeah, that one. The peasant.
I want to.
We don't want to deliver because why would the magistrates
It's just,
deliver?
yeah,
this?
I don't want to go back there any more than we have
No,
to.
no. So we'll give it to a peasant to deliver.
Mm,
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing till then? Because it's morning, right? We're asking for him to
Yeah,
meet
that's true.
at nighttime,
midnight pretty much.
so we have time to do stuff.
Well,
So
there's other people to investigate as well.
something that I'm going to address because it's something I have not addressed the entire time, and I feel like I probably should have at some point. is I need to find out a little bit more about this sword because it is going to keep getting me into trouble.
That's cool, but we're trying to stop the civil war, so.
So priorities.
Okay.
Well,
do we
okay,
have
okay,
it? Do
your
we?
sword's here, but just a low.
Do we have anything else, a way of talking to these people that isn't going to be super shady? Because
Well, I have those 2 names. Were there any other names in that document that?
Genchi, Makatada, and Asunutsu in them.
So anybody in there that's
They're not.
not in the unicorn?
They're all
compound?
unicorns, but
They're
they're-
all there.
Mhm.
I
So
feel like dealing with Asamitsu, we could potentially get to the other ones. Might have to cut him a deal.
yeah.
Well, Asamitsu is Baronato's son, so that's a thing.
Ooh, maybe
So
this
if
was
we
not the
can
right.
get him to admit something or flip, it's done. Like it's enough proof to.
that's why we need
Okay,
to be
here is
confident.
my suggestion.
Fake news.
When we deal with him, we go the honor
What's
route.
that?
Fake news.
Like this is not honorable. Like you need to do the honorable thing here. Your father has done terrible things.
Be
I was
better
about to
than your
say-
father.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if only you had someone who could disguise one of you as Kimmy.
Nope.
I have acting. No, maybe I'll just. Well, he is guys.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. You are a chick.
Yeah. Also, the reason he is acting was in case he needed to pretend to be his sister.
Yeah.
Very good at it.
Hey, I lasted pretty long.
Okay. Well, what else can we do then?
Now she can rest to get her void point until then, probably, right?
Just meditate.
Oh, is there tea ceremony?
Yeah, that's a skill though, and like it's a
Yeah,
kind
but
of
can
a
you
tough.
have people all
Yeah,
participate?
but they also roll on their own, so
Okay. In that case, I only have one meditate, but I could.
Oh,
that's
okay.
better than nothing.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Cool.
Okay, yes.
What am I rolling?
I believe it's void plus meditation, and it's
That
a
makes
high target number.
I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like I'm pretty sure it's
still
20
worth rolling.
with medication.
Yeah, I'll try
meditation,
it.
I think it's
Nothing
20.
to lose.
Yeah, it's not like your brain explodes if you fail.
Sick. That's how I want to go.
You need a 20.
Call.
I need to hit a 10, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Give it a roll.
Oh, I hit a 10. So I'm keeping my void, so I need to roll a 1, so I got.
You're what?
I got 19 and I have a 0, so.
Oh, okay.
Cool. You gain a void point.
There's like no way that you weren't gonna get it. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So
All right.
since we're just gonna be waiting for Asamitsu to get to the other ones,
Go figure
I'm
something
gonna
with your
go.
sword.
Yeah.
But where? Where do you want to look? You want to go to the library?
Library.
A library.
Speak to noted Shugenja in the city.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do.
If only you
Like
had
the
one
lion.
previous. Yeah, like the lion chick. who
She's a
passed
great
away.
swordsman.
Oh, not I meant the one who died, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was in
Oh, wait.
Shigenja.
You're living with a great swordsman.
Yeah, but she's like the art of the sword, not
I guess.
Yeah,
the
she's
sword
not-
of the sword.
she's not a
She's not a learned.
sorcerer.
A what
A
sword?
learned. She's not a learned. I want to go see Soshi Saryoku.
What's that guy?
She's the one that's terrifying.
I don't believe you've spoken to her yet.
Oh,
I
murder.
don't think- yeah.
Yeah.
The terrifying one. Yeah, I want to go talk to her.
All right. So where are you guys going while he's doing that?
Yeah,
I think
Oh,
I'll
just give me your dice.
go with you because
one of
I
those
don't have anywhere
doves.
else to go.
Huh?
There's nothing I can do training
One of those
wise
is
or
what?
anything to
Doves.
Which
up
one?
my stats while I wait.
Oh no, it's Keegan's.
Oh.
No, that's good.
Taking
why am I so bad at this?
well,
Where'd it go?
most games a day of doing something is
Yeah.
like.
Here.
All right. So you all go to Shoshi Sharyoku's place.
Oh wait, you guys are coming with me?
Well,
I don't really have
what else are we
anything
gonna
to
do?
She's a scary lady, so a little bit of backup wouldn't help.
Okay. I just have a feeling she's gonna be like a blood magic person. You guys don't know about any of that yet, so I don't know. Anyway, all right.
All right. So the first thing you notice when you get there is that while she has like a big estate, she clearly doesn't have a lot of staff, and it's a bit in disrepair. And there's a guard up front, but he's like, leaning heavily on his spear. He's not like standing at
Yeah.
attention or anything like that.
Okay.
And he sort of gruffly asks you what you want when you.
I'm here to pay a visit to Soshi Sayoku.
He doesn't audibly groan, but you can tell like he wants to audibly groan before he turns around and goes to tell her. And he comes back
how I think
minutes later and it's like, the mistress will see you.
Let's get him. I want to get him where he lazy guard.
What's his name? Give him a name.
Shoot him with an arrow.
It's El Gardo. No.
Yeah, no.
On guard.
So he takes you in. She has a little audience chamber, but you can tell it's like never used. Like people don't visit her.
She's really Soshi. Yes.
She's a bitch.
Well, here I am.
And she says she welcomes the magistrates to her home. She's like, I was not expecting a visit from you. Do I owe the honor?
Well, it's not a secret that you're a known Shugenja, and I have a matter I might need your help with. Magic people. Him and him. And so I like take my sword off myself and kind of lay it down in front of me. Not like what am I gonna do? Just like look at, tell me about this sword.
Well,
It's not like like I'm not it's not like I'm like here, like I put it in front of me. It's not.
she's gonna need to examine it though. She's not just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's that thing.
Is that something I'm gonna need to fight against, or is?
Probably not, because she doesn't need to touch it or anything.
Yeah. So
She will ask you some questions about where it came from and stuff. Are you honest with your answers?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well. So the question she asked me, where did it come from?
Yes. So do you tell her that you got it from Whisper and that it was stolen from the Crane's home and that it originally was found in the Shadowlands by?
I don't even know if I knew that.
That's all things that came up that night. But
Okay. Well,
okay. Do you tell her those things? Do you tell her that about the visions you got when you used it?
Yeah, you might
Yeah. I just give her the whole fucking.
She's
thing, I
evil.
guess.
He's just like fucked herself.
I've got like everyone's
no,
my
we got
enemy.
nothing
Everyone's
to
my
lose.
enemy.
Whatever.
Okay, so she knows a bit about this sword and that she's heard of it. She doesn't know how it got into the Shadowlands originally, but it was a scorpion blade before that, so her family has some history on it. Not an abundance of information. It's not like one of the big magic swords that everyone knows about. But, what is it you want to know exactly?
Really, everything that she can tell me, really. But if I need to go specific, the truth behind the visions, like let's deal with the visions. Start with that.
From her understanding, they are prophetic, though they could potentially be avoided if they give you enough information to do so. She will tell you she does not believe that they are coached in metaphor. They are usually literal.
That's fucking disconcerting. So much of the hand monster being a metaphor.
Yeah.
She does
And the
she doesn't know
power.
anything about any hand monsters.
No, I don't say it out loud.
or
Like I
figures of
visibly recoil at that.
Like, but you told her about your visions, right?
Okay,
Like,
I guess so,
specific. So like she will say
Yeah.
she's not aware of those things, but they don't sound great.
So I don't think we need to know as much about swords. More like how to fucking not.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is that like I get super like I can't be away from it. I can never like even not holding it now. Like while it's not a crazy urge, it's like the quicker I get it back like right next to me where it should be, the better off I'll be.
So that's common with powerful magical items. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a
The-
normal effect from.
Most stories about samurai coming across like a powerful magical sword, those are tragedies generally.
Is
They
there a
do
way
not end
to?
well.
Oh.
If he abandons the sword, will he be okay after a while?
Yes, but that would be very difficult for him to do.
Would
It's like
take-
curing an
It would take a
addiction.
long time, right?
It's, if anything, more difficult.
This is the thing, like that could be something like later, but like it's not
You
something I
can't
could
do
do.
it
No,
now.
not in the campaign. Like I don't think I could ever. That wouldn't be within the realm of possibility.
It is. I mean, she will remind you it is a powerful weapon. So, it is useful to you.
Yeah. Tell me about some like powerful stuff I can do. Like.
Really good.
Well, you already know how it works. So
Yeah, is that
That's
it?
it.
That's it. There's nothing else.
she doesn't. She's never used it. So, it's no more information about how it's. She'll suggest that if you use it to the point of unconsciousness again, you're likely to get more visions. So there's that.
Is there a way to drop the visions without using it to the point of unconsciousness?
Maybe through meditation.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
Okay.
But that would be a trial and error thing.
Okay. Does she know anyone that might know a little bit more and about it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I
no.
don't think so. Just insensitive.
In all honesty, like you were right to come to her because she's probably, in terms of Scorpion Shugenja, one of the more oriented ones in the city. And this was a Scorpion Blade at one point. Anyone else probably they may have heard about its role that night a week ago or whatever, but that's about it.
Okay. Guess that's all I had.
Be careful.
She says be careful. She's known as like a mean, hateful psychopath.
She knows the power of these swords.
And she says be careful.
She does.
Practice people will show compassion.
Huh.
That is from the view of certain people too. Doesn't mean it's true. I mean, it's likely it's true. It is all opinion.
She'll tell you, like, if you have more questions or issues, then try to come and see her. She'll see what she can do.
Before I go, I want to ask her, like, what is her role here? Like, what does she do around the city?
Well, I mean,
Because she's never in the Scorpion Courts. Like, we've never spoken to her.
She runs one of the opium cartels.
Okay.
Show them the what? Sorry?
One of the opium
Oh
cartels.
yes, that's right. That's right.
She was the third party in this.
That's
the
right,
open
yeah,
one.
yeah,
She just
yeah.
didn't get as much focus because the big event that matters for her, you guys stopped.
Which was what?
Well, it never happened.
Oh, okay.
We-
So
we got to the
we
bottom
stopped. We stopped
beforehand.
it before something happened.
Yeah.
Huh. Go us.
See, we're not
One of her
done.
warehouses was attacked, but like she didn't get it. She is currently in the best position of all three.
Okay, I guess that's it then.
So yeah, as far as she's concerned, like you really helped her business.
Oh. We're A1 with her.
Yeah.
Sick.
That is a good ally to have, I think.
Yes, but also she's dangerous.
No one's friendly, I know.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to kill everyone, I get it.
Also, the woman that's talking like Shigeko did not know that was a woman. Thought that was a dude the whole time.
Shigeko?
Yeah, Shigeko Dossier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know.
I did not know it was a woman. I thought it was a dude.
Yeah, I think they refer to her in the dossier as a samurai ko, which
Yeah.
you know that's a female samurai, but it's I don't think they go.
No, actually,
she's
come
a
to think,
lady
they
girl.
did reference
Yeah.
the person that took me over, or brought me back from the dead.
Mm.
They refer to her as Samurai Co as well. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Well, I guess that's it for me.
What time is it now?
Let's say it's after lunch. She didn't offer you any food though.
Let's go eat, guys. I'm hungry. Let's go to the noodle shop. See if
I
our
want to
like,
go. I was just like, I want to go to the noodle stand if
It's
it's still there.
See what he's doing.
He isn't.
That's interesting and disconcerting all at once.
Not. That makes total sense.
think
Why he
the
would no
governor's
longer be
like,
there.
yeah,
A
hold
day
on.
later,
It's been a
he's not
day.
sitting in the exact same spot we left
We
him.
still haven't seen
What the
anything from him.
Yeah, okay. Something's up with Osaka Coxman.
Yeah, I might as well go walk around and see if we can find anything.
Yeah.
See if anybody's seen this
Hear a voice on the
shifty
look
looking
for
guy.
me, shitheads.
Shall we investigate a little bit?
Yeah.
But where? Like,
Okay, and I guess this is where like.
So here's what I'll give you. You ask around for a while, and I'm not gonna get you roll because there's nothing to find. You don't get any word on where he might be.
I bet all we asked for like leatherwork and cutting and shit. I'm like, well,
So we
So
retrace
you
the
say we're gonna have
steps.
to roll for it?
we don't
No,
have
I'm saying
to.
that rolling for
We
it
find
won't matter.
nothing.
Oh.
You will not gain the information by asking him about him. There's no one not involved in his death knows anything about where he went. You went walking in the middle of the night, and the one person that you saw is the guy who got you killed.
The perfect murder.
They had practice.
Look for one of my empty liquid void bottles that's under my bed and use that spell you have. Look for me.
Would any of us even know that's there?
Irrelevant. You would be somewhat familiar with his personal effects. You could use that spell if you
We
wanted.
could use that spell. See if we can find his body. Or
Okay, but
find
what
him.
exactly am I using it on?
That ring.
But he had it on.
Yeah.
I don't need like any.
The spell finds things.
I thought you need
You
something to
didn't-
go
you
on.
didn't
though.
need
Well, not if you're
Like,
familiar with
a
it.
retriever or something.
Okay.
Not if you're already
so-
familiar with it.
Let's go do that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mark.
Sorry, I forgot you had a ring of water walking.
All
I
right.
don't really come to play a whole lot.
I think
Really,
we
who
did
cares
the
about
same
him?
thing
Let's
last
just get that
time.
ring back.
Let's go.
A little
for-
bit.
Its lesser known name is the ring of dying from a fall into water.
Oh, true. Yeah. Is that how that works? So if you just have it on, you can't go in the water.
I don't know. I'd have to make a
That'd be
call then.
amazing.
So a brief tangent from an old D&D story where there was in 3rd edition you could clerics would have domains, which would give them different powers based off what god they worshipped, essentially. And I was playing with a guy who was being kind of a dick, and he was we were fairly high level, and he cast flying himself, and he was flying over this lake, but he had like the amount of time it would take him, like that he'd been flying around, he wasn't going to be able to make it over the whole lake. It's like, whatever, I'll just get as far as I can and swim the rest of the way. But he had a domain of travel, which gave him freedom of movement once a day the first time his movement became encumbered, and it happens automatically. So the problem was when he hit the surface of the water, it automatically kicks in, and instead of slowing him, he just goes right through the water and slams to the bottom of the lake.
Oh my god! Did he die?
Oh yeah, he died. All right, so yeah, no, asking around produces nothing.
I'm gonna cast my spell then. I'm gonna raise for accuracy and range.
Sounds good.
So I need 15. So if I keep it,
Well, he's not gonna get it.
I got it.
All right, your little magic radar bleep bloops in the Leatherworker quarter.
Specifics or no?
You watch it,
What?
you're only gonna find
Specifics?
the ring.
Yeah,
I can point it
but
out.
sorry, you raised once, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I raised
yeah,
for
yeah.
accuracy and range.
Yep.
Alright, I'm feeling something in the Leatherworker district. Let's go check that out.
All right. Heading that way.
Where does it bring us?
Brings you to this storehouse that they have there. That is for the effects of samurai whose bodies are found that aren't like not stuff that's good enough or important enough to necessarily be returned to the family, and it's generally like left for the leatherworkers to sell to make some money on the side.
Clothes or something? Like just
Like clothes and things.
not
Like
important stuff.
Interesting.
Alright. I don't
particularly like if
this.
somebody got like stabbed through a kimono, that kimono would be given to them so they can still use the silk for whatever.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not liking this already, so I'd like to draw weapons. This seems kind of suspicious. So,
I mean, there's no one around that's not cowering before you.
Yeah, I'm not drawing my weapon.
yeah, but we're going to a place where dead samurai are supposed to be.
My people.
Accurate, I suppose.
All right, I'll ready my bow, but
just-
I say we still follow the beacon.
I want to be the first walker. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Cool.
Do we find the ring?
You do find the ring. No, you don't find his body, but you do find his kimono with some holes in it.
Fucking dead.
Several holes with blood.
So now we know that he was, at the very least, severely attacked.
Now they're dead or dying.
Dad.
He had a sriracha mishap.
Tried to wipe it down so vigorously, it just it ripped.
How do you get rid of it?
Alright.
Oh, once you get silk wet, it just tears.
You find me back at the Emerald Magistrates residence, like you guys wouldn't believe the noodle shop I was at.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Do we try to question one of the leather workers?
Is there anyone in there?
It's mostly children are working here, but
Oh yeah,
Alright, in
wait,
that case,
that's right.
That makes
this
sense.
is old times.
I want to ask them if they know who brought the stuff here.
I don't know.
Roll sincerity.
Yeah, give me an awareness investigation.
They reminded me of the walking.
Wait, can I also do an awareness investigation?
One of you can do an
What?
awareness
Okay, you
investigation.
go for it.
Well, what do you have? So make sure we
I'm
have-
rolling 7, keeping 4.
Okay.
You're looking for 25.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Because again, getting information to kids
25?
is hard. Yeah.
Got it. 19, 25. So I got 30.
Cool. All right. So they tell you that this was taken from the charnel pit where bodies are dumped.
Some dead end here.
Where is that pit?
They tell you it's also in the Leatherworker district.
Might as well
Well,
go
you
there.
gotta get confirmation.
Let's go to the
I
pit.
suppose it'd be super dishonorable if I
So-
took the ring, eh?
Not for dead dude.
I mean, it's important to your investigation. If you put it on, it's different.
Yeah, no, I don't want to like put it on.
Keep in mind that was taken from like that was during the Night of the Thousand Screams. Not really that important. Take it anyways.
Did he have any family?
I did, but they all hated me.
Okay, perfect. So we'll take the ring
mail it
for.
to
I'm
them.
gonna take the ring for the sake of the investigation, and we'll figure out what we can do with it after.
Sure.
For the sake of
I'm not putting it on.
And I'll wear it to make sure I don't lose it.
No, I'm just,
Safest here.
if one of you guys want to carry it.
All right, so we go to the pit.
All right. So you, the charnel pit is a giant pile of corpses.
Gross.
Yep.
I think I'm probably gonna puke at you.
Yep. There's
Do we do a constitution roll?
pretty much. There's there are flies buzzing everywhere. There's
Gross.
yep.
Alright. So we should investigate to look for a body though.
So samurai bodies normally wouldn't go here.
Normally.
That's where they said it was.
So
So would we have to like
Do
roll
we
an
see-
investigation perception roll?
Wait, are you gonna order some other workers to do a thing, or are you gonna root through bodies on your own, or what's the story?
Well, I figured it would be like something like on the top because it's fresh or something. Maybe
How many people? Well,
They would have went through the trouble of like.
hiding it.
maybe.
Why don't you just like get like 10 leather workers? Like, hey.
Because I
you know
don't
who's
trust
the-
other workers right now. They all just killed you.
Well,
Oh yeah, I suppose.
right, but we
Right.
don't know this.
Oh, that's
as
true.
characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
That's other
I
workers.
yeah. So
And
I
there's
think
also
we.
probably only like a choice few leather workers that.
I don't know that. There's a story of like the leather workers all like standing up together and be like, yeah, we're not working, and then like society collapsed because they wouldn't work. That happened.
So let's get some. Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
the French Revolution
you could.
or any revolution.
I mean, you could also get a friendly face to help you.
No,
I don't want to do that.
I've already been saying I don't trust him, so I'm definitely not gonna go to him just because it just makes sense for me.
I think because we're here and there are leather workers here, let's ask these leather workers to sift through the bodies and show us the bodies one by one until we find our friend the magistrate.
Okay. It takes hours.
We have hours until nightfall, anyways.
Cool. You don't find a corpse that looks like this.
All right. Can I assume it's starting to get a little dusky right now? And
It's absolutely dark.
I don't.
All right.
Honestly, I don't even really know why we came here. I think we I think we know.
well,
Kind of
our characters are
confirmation.
trying to follow.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but like we know he's dead.
So let's go to the garden to meet our other friend.
Yeah, we'll have to have time to grieve you after.
I was gonna say I'm so glad that you guys took time to mourn. It's like, all right, well, this was a dead end.
We tried.
What a waste of our time!
Alright, let's go to the garden.
All right.
I don't know if we should just walk right up to the garden, except somebody who has stuff.
What's that?
I don't know, let's just stand in the
He's
garden.
implying that somebody with stealth should use it.
All right. I'll
To
use
just
it.
kind of, and we can like wait on the sides or something.
I will use stealth to hide at the hiding spot until our friend.
I don't like this
That's
that
what
we
you'd
did
say.
this.
Okay, look,
This is
I
dirty.
understand it's completely dirty and disgusting, but I feel like we're kind of backed into a corner right now.
Okay. Now the plan though is we
We're
have
all
to
magistrates. Do you have a better idea?
we have to arrest him and bring him back for questioning.
Yep.
That is the plan. Okay. Good. So
We have
Stealth
the right
and
to
what?
arrest, right?
Sorry?
We have the right to arrest people, right?
You have a charter you can look up.
I'm pretty sure we can arrest him on the
It's
grounds of conspiracy.
stealth
I'm certain we can, but
Sorry?
I don't
Stealth
want
and
to
what?
get in more trouble.
And agility.
Okay, so yeah, it sounds like if it's on a national level, which I feel like trying to take down the illegal opium trade is a national thing.
hmm
I think we have the right to arrest him. So.
Okay, and you rolling your stealth?
I am rolling for stealth. So 24.
Okay, so as you approach, you see a concerned looking Yasamitsu, clearly like looking around for Kimi. He looks like very worried. And he notices you and says, like, you know, who's out there? Who's sneaking around in the bushes?
Who's out there?
Are we close enough to like?
You rolled a 33.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, snack it end well.
Are we like on the sides of the park? I'm assuming.
It's like no one else
I
in the
don't
park.
want to be there. I just don't want whatever.
I just, Joel, I get it. I'm with you, but I don't think we have any other choice. Like, we put ourselves in this situation time and time again. We like pushed ourselves into getting deeper and deeper into being shitty. So
If only you wouldn't have killed your sister, we never would have walked
yeah,
So do it.
Or shoulda, coulda.
if only you didn't die to a blood magic person who probably is behind all of this, and we can't go look at her because you'll stop us
I
from
don't
doing
even think
that.
she matters, honestly.
Alright, well, we're doing
Fine.
it. So, can they jeez.
Well, we do have bows and arrows, or rather, I do.
You can find out his name.
I
How
could
about
call- I
we
could
just-
call
That would be
it
my
shots.
bow.
I'm okay. I'm just
Okay,
gonna,
but
I'm
like,
just gonna
what-
come out.
Okay, we're gonna chase him down. Are we on episode of Cops?
I think at this point I'm going to take out my bow and arrow, point it at him, and I'm going to tell him to not move while
We
my
go
co-magistrates
What?
arrest him.
Well,
no,
we're
we're-
not trying to shoot. Don't move.
We're looking to arrest him.
No, it's like 0 to 100. He was just like, "Who's there? Where's my girlfriend?"
Yeah, and I put
I
my,
was like,
yeah, it's just,
don't
the
move.
ammo-
And what will he do once he sees that his girlfriend is not there?
It's just the ammo magistrate who tricked you into thinking that your girlfriend's here. I'm just trying to arrest you. Don't worry about it.
But
You
what,
can be like, that makes
on what
sense.
grounds can you guys arrest him at this point?
Because we have written documents saying that he
From
conspired.
a disgraced samurai.
It's more than enough for
Still
me.
grounds.
Yeah,
Still ground.
Leather worker could still report a crime.
yeah.
So this
Okay.
is a very structured social order. So if a leather worker accuses a samurai of a crime, that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, but doesn't. It's like whether they did or not doesn't matter because the leather worker fucking. That's not important to anybody.
Like a person's social status, it is taken as evidence in their testimony.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
So like if you say, "Oh, the emperor's a demon," and the emperor's like, "Demon," then they believe the emperor.
I guess.
All hail Emperor
What, you
Demon.
want to just call off the operation? Steve just walks out like, yeah, sorry, and then he just walks away. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
our buddy
you-
had
okay,
some doubts.
Draw your bow. Anyway, let's go through.
Alright.
So yeah,
I'm okay if you have another option, but like, you just be like, I don't like this, but like, okay, do something like, nah.
I was all for just letting the unicorns get raided and stomped in. But
so I'm gonna draw my bow and tell him not to move, while
I'm running up at him.
yeah, and basically cuff him or whatever it is.
Just draw.
wait, so someone wait. what?
Alright, so you're
We're wrestling.
attempting to convince him to allow you to take him into custody.
That's right.
I wanna convince him.
Sounds like a torture roll.
But I don't have.
This isn't you. You didn't say
I have
anything.
seduction.
You,
Huh?
it's a different approach.
Don't move.
I mean, if we still had access to that spell, this could have gone very differently.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so you're holding your bow at him. Do we come out of the shadows and be like, okay?
Yeah,
At this point,
I
yes.
think we're gonna try and get him to not move so we can go up and arrest him.
Can I say something to convince him?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you were confused about what you were gonna do, and this is in Keegan's court now.
All right, I'm done with that.
Right, I'm running to him.
All right,
So
Just shot at your ass.
athletics.
freeze, police! No, you don't need to do a check to just run across a garden path.
All right. Well, I want to arrest him.
So the
Get the
courtship,
cuffs on him.
courtship.
Okay.
It's to convince him not to just like bolt or fight or something.
So it's torture and
Awareness.
I got $6.
I don't like that.
I ain't
sound.
getting this one. Ooh.
Oh,
I ain't getting this one, boys.
that's two
Damn it,
zeros.
there are 2 zeros in
Yeah, I already
there.
lost then. I already lost. I didn't hit 20.
Hey, you had 2 6s.
There's 2 zeros. It's
I'm
20
gonna-
already.
I'm gonna have to shoot this guy in the leg.
He doesn't run.
Does he resist arrest?
Well, he will put his hand on his blade, and if you attempt to physically intervene, he's gonna.
So when he
Okay.
doesn't say
Take
anything, he just
combat.
puts his hand on his blade. That's
Well,
it.
no, he's
He's like, back up, or I'm
yeah,
I'll
he's
take
gonna
his
say, like,
max.
what is this about?
Can I come forward and?
Sure.
Don't ask me. You're
Okay.
your own
No,
person.
I don't. This is kind of your guys' thing. I just want to make sure I'm good. Anyway, so I'm going to tell him that.
No physical harm's gonna come to him.
Yeah, we don't like. We have no intent to harm you. We how to word this?
Good.
We have a few questions.
We
You ask
have
a few questions.
we need to ask you some questions, and we need you to come with us.
He definitely knows what that means too. There's no way he's not like, oh, I wonder what those questions could be.
Yeah, he's like, I might answer your questions, but I'm not going anywhere with you.
Okay, that's fair. If you
What questions do you have?
Keep the bow on him first of all.
Oh, the
So-
bow is,
yeah,
is
sorry.
trained.
Does he know that? Oh yeah.
What?
I raised it from a little bowline.
so that sounds like it's trained.
It's trained on my target. It's
Is that a term?
Yes.
Oh.
If you had your gun trained on somebody.
It's basically like
drawn a bead.
scoping at them,
Drawn a bead.
pretty much.
Okay. Questions.
Alright, I think we should just cut the shit and be like, we know what you guys did.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's not a question.
Okay, but be like,
we have to set up the question
the
first.
problem is we need proof of it. We have enough to go on to accuse you, but nothing solid.
We know what. We know about this whole thing that your father's orchestrated with the drug trade, and I don't think there's any of us here that necessarily think that he's wrong. But the way he's gone about doing this has put a ton of lives in danger. It's put your own clansmen in danger. It's put other clansmen in
I
danger.
think you should
Bring
let
up
him
his
with them
love
like,
for Kim.
and-
there's not a chance in hell that
Yeah.
unicorns are gonna live
Like,
with
there's
this
no-
construct
yeah.
of blades.
There's no if there's the governor knows that the unicorns are behind it by now. She doesn't have any details. She doesn't know exactly who's
mean
been
she
in
can
charge of
act.
what, but something's gonna go down.
Don't tell them what they don't know.
Yeah.
Just say that this is what we do know.
And we know that you and many of your, I guess that's siblings. Not siblings. It'd be
Your
Klansmen.
yeah, just
your
clansmen.
clansmen.
Clansmen were a part of it.
And I would list off a couple of names that we know are involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that he knows we're serious and we don't
Yeah.
do
Okay.
this.
Name off, name
so-
off names. Go.
and-
When you do so, he will kind of be like, nice.
Well,
I just look at it like you expected this.
But she's got missing is from
Yeah.
that perspective, right?
1 plus
Okay,
1
I guess.
equals 2.
Just kinda-
I think we should offer him in exchange for information and testimony.
yeah.
His
Immunity.
freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. Immunity to all
yeah.
charges.
Yeah.
A chance to rejoin his fiance.
I just play to the fact that like he's next in line ahead of Bernardo to like
You,
It's
you
from
need
his
yeah,
family.
you need to be more honorable
Don't-
than your father, and you need to do the
don't
right
follow your
thing.
father's footsteps because he's not doing a swell job right now. You have the chance to do better.
And live.
Keep in mind, they're finally putting a dent in the operation that killed his brother, and now you're dissing his father in front of him. So
Yeah.
And can I just say something off, not saying it to him, but we can't, if he refuses, we can't let him go alive. Just so you
can't.
guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
we
yeah.
could take him down.
Okay. So in a more lovely way, we said all that.
We just asked for testimony, some proof.
This sounds like a new opportunity to do a courtier role.
Kill it.
Who's the Corey in here?
He is. Mr.
I
Taki.
mean, wait, what do you have? Like a billion?
What for Courture?
Yeah,
I
I
have
know
3
you
in
do.
Courture, but I have 4 in awareness
Yeah,
plus my voice.
Never.
So I'm around 8 keep 4.
A billion dollars?
That wasn't. Oh, okay, perfect. So we got. 2,
Oh shit! Wait, never mind. I'm good.
Depends how good he rolls.
See ducks
Oh
smirking.
shit.
See 1-0.
Well, he's got a lot of dice.
Yeah, it's
37.
kinda interesting.
Yeah, because he rolled a 30.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah, well, because he only rolls 5 keep 3, so. Because he rolled 2 9s and a 10.
Okay, had it not been
And then
for.
he rolls
That's a
only
friggin-
2.
I still
That's a
would have
great
got it had I
roll.
not gotten that.
All right.
But anyway.
So
Alright. So, he agrees, and his father is telling them that he has a plan to get them out of this, but like no one else knows what the plan is. They're starting to doubt that there
Unlikely.
is a plan that
Nice.
there's a way out of this.
So here's the
Pretty
thing.
Oh, you finished writing these down. Thanks.
We need to bring him to the
We
governor.
can't
Those
let
are
him
just
leave.
the things that I can remember
No,
off the
he
top
needs
of
to
my
come
Not
with
enough
us to the
trust
governor.
here.
He will tell you flat out is like there's like my my testimony isn't going to get my father out of the compound. The only thing I can do for you is try to convince him to give himself up for the good of the family.
Can I roll sincerity?
Yeah.
Well,
good idea.
you can roll investigation against his sincerity, yes.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Can we also,
Yes.
because our mission is to get concrete evidence or testimony to the governor, can we get a signed document from him with his full
Account?
confession, full accounts? Because that will be that proof
Yeah,
that
that-
we guarantee the governor.
Good proof. Yeah.
So his condition is not just like clemency for himself, but like basically if his father gives himself up, that's the end of it.
His father will die. Right?
That's how justice works. Again, they don't have prisons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No. But like I didn't know if you meant like
Yeah,
everybody
he dead
fucks up
or
for
worse, made Ronan. Because that's worse. apparently.
What's his sincerity?
23.
23. 29.
He seems sincere.
Second. Alright.
So does that mean, does he agree to
Yeah, he'd already agreed. He was
That's
checking to see
sincerity.
whether he was
He was
sincere or
sincere.
not.
Gotcha. But he agreed to the document as well? Good. Right on.
Right.
Cool.
It was
Um,
we
got
got
some
the
high fives
impossible
going
mission.
Yeah, it's turning out a lot better than I thought it would.
All right, so I will put down my bow.
Right. I think we're just kind of going our ways now. Wait. I want to ask him what Kimmy's doing because he might know.
Well, last he heard was of her leaving the city. He haven't gotten any word since then.
All right.
Did you see her before she left?
Oh, he did, but that was
She's
the
been gone.
last.
That's it.
Shall we go see the governor? The governor.
The governor.
Cool. All right, so you guys head off to see the governor, and Asumitsu walks back to the unicorn compound in the dark.
Oh no.
Wait, say that again.
Why does everything
And
suck in this
No,
game?
stop.
No.
I didn't hear. I didn't even hear what you said. What is
So
that?
you guys walk off to see the governor, and Asumitsu walks
Fucking
home
kidding me.
to the compound, the unicorn compound in the dark,
Just kill
and he never hears the silent wings
Oh my god.
What?
of the Oni who picks him up.
What? What a dick!
Well, we have our proof.
He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. I don't even feel like he's in control of it. I think he just did it to be an asshole.
So we go to see the governor,
That's the guy who loves his daughter. Fuck you.
It's kind of yeah.
and tell him the good news.
Fuck. Oh my
But here's
god.
the problem now. All this was for nothing because this is what's going to happen. Nobody's going to reason they're not, and we're just going to go to war. And all this was a waste of fucking time.
It's almost like somebody wants that to happen.
Yeah.
Who would have a thing with the Oni?
Well, here's one thing
Yeah.
that we
Who?
I know it's not Joel. He's not smart enough right now.
No, I got it.
Your characters don't know that it was the Oni though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
don't even
know.
know what happened. I imagine.
Polite.
Sometimes people
So-
just pluck out of the sky. It's fine.
Here's one thing: we do know something that we didn't know before. There's doubt amongst those who were involved.
We can sow dissent.
We could
Or just lead them out one at a time out into the darkness.
Still
I mean,
Kimmy.
if we could get Barrett out of it, maybe we just.
one step forward, 2 steps back.
All right, I think this is a good place for a second break. What time is it?
Pretty late.
10 to 10.
10 to 10. Maybe we'll do the meeting with the governor and call it an evening.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I gave you a written document while you were still together. So you have his yes, these things happened, which is theoretically better. Though you don't know that he's missing yet.
Alright.
So we'll go to the governor with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
And
give it.
present it.
All right. She says this. It doesn't tell you anything new, really.
Keep the side to
Except that there's one distinction between what he tells you and what Naishi told you. Naishi's account claimed that there were bandits in stolen Thunder Guard uniforms that attacked the processing village. Asamitsu's account claims that Naishi and Genshi arranged for that to happen.
I think that means we're going to go find Genshi now.
Yeah, well, Genshi is the next on the list, I think, right?
Yeah.
And we knew Naishi was not innocent in all this.
No, of course not.
So what does the governor, does she accept this as the proof that we promised?
She accepts it as a good step.
What does she need for solid proof? Like, just reason you bring someone to be like, this guy will testify.
Pretty much.
All right, Genshi's next.
I don't think they'll come out, honestly, because that's 2 people who are associated with it that went missing.
So here's the thing: the governor will pick out from that account why that difference is maybe significant, which is bandits in stolen Thunder Guard uniforms working for the Unicorn. She thinks that's probably Fade because he recently stole a shipment of 50 Thunder Guard uniforms. Fade the bandit. It's one of the big
Yeah,
4
but
mysteries.
Who are you implying it is?
So that she doesn't know, but just that.
That's a lead.
It's associated with
Yeah.
Okay, so Fade is most likely a unicorn.
Or
Potentially Genshi.
Or the Unicorn have some contact with him, or at least the Genshin Nashi did.
Alright. We'll continue our investigation tomorrow, I suppose.
All right. So you guys return to the governor's mansion, and you return to the dojo.
Yep. I talked to Hitomi and asked her how her training's going.
She's really tired. In fact, I think she's probably already in bed. She's beat.
Part of the shit.
It's very physical.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we all go to sleep and nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens.
Thank God, alright.
I don't go to sleep.
Well, I mean, things happen, just not to you guys. All right.
Of course, I know that.
All right. So let's call it here for the evening.
Yeah, that's fun today.